Hello YouTube and welcome back to GrunfWorks Plays KSP, and we are right back after the test that we did for the fuel, so let's quickly just see if there's anything else we could enable. And I'm thinking space exploration, yes, because I'll need some more ladders. Right, so we need to be fixing this craft. The craft, don't get me wrong, the craft is entirely a-okay. The problem that I have is the lack of the Delta V, which means you're getting an overhaul. The lander itself seems to be working quite well, but the rest of the craft will need a little bit more oomph to get upstairs. Right, so that means I will be taking you fellas, no, and you, yes. Apparently that's a thing, so let me place you somewhere. Good, yes. And I'm thinking a lot of liquid fuel, liquid fuel boosters will do the trick. Let's just assemble one of them. Yes, you and you will be taking the swivel, because I do want you all to swivel. Perfect. Now let's take this assembly and we'll duplicate it, what? 4, 6, 8 times. Yes. Wonderful. And then we need to be setting up asparagus staging after I put the fins on everything. And this will be fun now. Let's see. How do I want to connect you? You will be going here, and you will be going here, and then you will be going to this guy. Oh, I've missed one, sure. You will be going here. Perfect. You will be feeding into this guy. You will be feeding into this guy. And then the two of you will be feeding inwards. Okay, fair enough. Let's now check the staging. After all, we do want a good asparagus staging, so yes, I will have to just be very careful to put them in correct groups. And I'm hoping that this would be enough to get us up to Minmus. So, the two of you and the two of you, yes. Then the two of you. Alright, so that's 4.2 thousand meters per second, and we'll think I'll need a few more, but that's fine. That one just to uppity up a little bit, yes, thank you. There we go. Jebediah, let's put Valentina and Bob for some good measure. And let's launch the kicker, shall we? And we are up and rolling. Perfect. A total of 5,000 Delta V, as you can see, and it's still, we're going good. First boosters detached. How are you doing, guys? All in all, pretty good. Second set of boosters detached. Our apoapsis is shooting straight up for the 20s as we detach the third set of boosters. There we go. And we're on our final set of boosters that should be lasting us a little bit more. Apoapsis is rising up in the 60s. And detach. So now we're only on the main stack, and we already have the apoapsis of 83, and we have 3,500 more Delta V to go, so we will be getting to Minmus on this thing. Unlike the previous attempt, that was just a test of the lander capsule. Well, All right, let's just make for the circularization burn. Perfect. There we go. Yes, that's correct. Burn time 53 seconds. And we'll do it all on the 5th stage. All right. Popping up the solar panels. How are you doing, Val? Oh, she's just happy as well as Bob, apparently. Alright, let's just pull up the resource panel and let's see how we'll do. So, with a burn time being of 53, that would be 26 half. So that means we will be burning shortly. And kicking it up. 800 meters per second to burn, so it's pretty good overall. $200 meters per second. And we are circularized. Wonderful. 9 more meters per second. I might as well just do it for the tilt of it. Sure. Maneuver node, you go away. Thank you. Now, Minmus. Set as target. And let's find a suitable descending node. Yes. And maneuver. Let's correct the inclination. Descending node. And minus 0.1, a little bit to the back, 0.0, perfect. 248 meters per second with a total of 1,189 meters per second only in this stack. So that should be plenty to basically get us to normalize and get us to Minmus for sure. All right. There we go. Getting ready. Now 12 minutes to the maneuver. Let's just do a time acceleration thingy. There we go. Perfect. Switch to the view and let's get ready for the burn. Bob, why are you waving your hands so much? I get that you're excited, don't get me wrong, but oh yay! And Val is ecstatic. Alright, let's kick the pig. Now. Alright, perfect. 4.3 meters per second to go. There we go. Awesome. Now we have to find an intercept with Minmus. Let's make sure that we find one, and alrighty then, and let's just turn a little bit plus minus until we get an encounter, which we did. Wonderful. Thank you. All right, 902 meters per second to burn. And the burn will be in 6 minutes and 40 seconds, roughly. Might as well accelerate to that. $54, $53, there we go. Easy does it. And right about the 15 or 16 second mark we will be hitting the burn. Sorry, my tongue is tied today. I don't know what's wrong with me. 5 more 100 to go. And 100 more, and there we go. We have an encounter. Let's just tweak it a little bit. I think, of course, I will tweak it at some point en route, but that's also a separate matter. So, with that thing in mind, we might as well be kicking the time acceleration a little bit. And there we go. Off we go to the Minmus. Coming into its sphere of influence ever so slightly. And here we are in the Minmus sphere of influence. Minmus periapsis 422. Right. So now what I'm looking to is to circularize anyway. So let's bring down that periapsis around to 11-ish. Or 17-ish, that's good enough for me. Minmus is in the background, no worries. And we will be pointing maneuver prograde, which is actually Minmus orbit retrograde actually, with a 232 meters per second to burn. We are doing good. Crew report, we might as well take some science. Also EVA report. Val, will you do the honors? EVA report, thank you. Just to be on the safe side, I'm thinking observe the materials bay. Yes, thank you. See, there was some material study. Mystery goo. Yeah, we already collected the mystery goo pressure data. We already got that. And collect all the data. Yes, thank you. Bob, I understand that you're a scientist, which means please reset the containers, will you? Restore. Thank you. Look. Now there's a benefit of bringing these guys. I mean, it has been since KSP version, I don't recall which one, but yeah, sure. Now we can actually sit back and enjoy as Minmus is coming ever so closer, looking minty. Valentina cannot wait to sink her teeth into it. Figuratively speaking, of course. Alright, let's kick the time acceleration and marvel the Minmus coming ever so closer. We're still gonna pass quite high up, so let's not kid ourselves. 3, 2, 7 seconds, perfect. Alright. Screen. And 4 minutes, 16 seconds until the burn. Might want to accelerate that a little bit. I mean, after all, our burn is just 7 seconds, so there really is no point in waiting. Oh, that's a beautiful shot of Kerbal right there in the background, I just noticed. Okay. 10 more seconds, and we launch when we hit now, yeah. There we go, perfect. Periapsis a 16, which is good enough, I guess. And we can now bring down another maneuver node to circularize almost. I do want to do the thrust limiting factor because it would take a lot. I mean, if you just burn for 1 second, that's really a little bit too much if you ask me. So, turn it in the direction of a maneuver node, and now let's burn until the maneuver node. And I just noticed that it puts me in a kind of wrong-sided orbit, but who cares? We're gonna be landing anyway. Alright. Burn coming up in 1 minute 20 seconds. We are getting ready to get to the Minmus, guys. Easy does it, and that will be bringing our apoapsis down to what? 130? You're kidding me. No, we should bring our apoapsis down to 16 to be truly circularizing. Yeah, kick it. $70 kilometers, 56. Yeah, now we're talking. Perfect. Now let's see. Crew report. Do some science. Yes, material study, mystery goo. Thank you. Collect all data, EVA. Care to do the EVA report? Thank you. And come down, restore, and restore again. This will be some wealth of science that we're gonna get us ourselves. Wonderful. I want to be landing on Minmus Flats, and I do want you to do it on the sunny side. Otherwise, what's the point of landing if you cannot brag about it and take cool selfies? Right. Speaking of which, I think it's coming up, so we should probably up the thrust a little bit, and by a little bit I mean a lot. And let's turn it around to make sure that we do right. EVA report. Thank you. Because I just realized that EVA report is biome specific. So yeah, that's kind of, narrows it down. So wonderful. Let's hit the time acceleration until we're ready to get into the landing part, which is soon. Not the soon trademark, but the actual soon. Point the retrograde, please. Rotate, perfect. Alright, just with the stability assist, and now, as we're here, I think I'll want to slow down. And we have total 693 meters per second, which should be more than enough. Let's pack up the solar panels. There we are right about the Minmus Flats now, and let's just kick the deceleration a bit. I do want the yellow retrograde marker to get on the top. Yep, sort of like that. Lower the landing gear. Almost there. And look at that. Landing on the spot. So perfect. We are ready for the landing. Screenshot, of course. Crew report. Space near Minmus. Yes. Collect all. No, we've got that already. Perfect. Bob and Valentina, well, you couldn't look more happy than you do already. Now, we are coming down. We are 3.7 thousand meters up. Seems like quite high up, but still, I don't know. I feel the ground coming closer, so yeah, well. Here we are, kicking the burn a little bit just to shut off that extra velocity. Valentina and Bob, you will be the first Kerbal to land on another alien body. Now, how does that feel? Yeah, I can see you cannot stop smiling. Oh, I can see my shadow. Great. 300 meters up. Let's just gently do it. Gently. Easy does it. 4 meters per second and boing. Oopsie. And there we go. A little bit more bouncy than I would want it to be, but still, we managed to land. Kudos. Screenshot. Crew report. Container. Collect all. Crew report. Thank you. Materials bay. Landed at Minmus. Perfect. Log pressure data. Temperature. Mystery goo. Wonderful. Now, with those things said, you can actually take the EVA report. Beautiful. You can reset the goo container after I've collected all experiments, of course. And now you can restore. You can also restore the materials bay, and of course we need to plant a flag and take a selfie. Valentina, come on, you're equally as deserving, so might as well come over and we'll take some very cool selfies. Awesome. Plant a flag. Don't mind if I do. Name site. Minmus Greater Flats. Explored. We did it. Perfect. Okay. Now, surface sample. Might as well. And let's take a picture. Oh, look at that. That's just gorgeous. Awesome. That being said, time to go home. Chop chop. I mean, at later stage I'll probably build a Minmus science hopper, which will probably go and collect some, you know, more data around Minmus. This was basically just a lander to prove that this is correct and it works. And my sticky keys have turned on. Thank you for that. SAS on, and let's kick it. Lights off. Ready for the takeoff. Let's do it. Awesome. A total of 300 meters per second remaining, which is a little bit tight. We'll need to get home, so I'm worried that I might need to get out and push, to be perfectly honest. But at least let's try to do it efficiently. A periapsis from here would actually give a rather decent... Alright. I don't know if I'll have even enough delta V to get back. In theory, I think I should, but... theory and practice don't always go hand in hand. Especially not in my playthroughs. There we go, and almost. Wonderful. So I think I'll need to go now on the other side, and on the other side figure out what's the least amount of delta V that I need to be able to get a successful periapsis at Kerbin. There we go. We've got periapsis. So now let's move it around to see what we can get. Oh, this will be hard to bookmark. Well, all right. And after some fiddling, we found the maneuver that we know and love. And in 2 seconds we will be ready for the burn. Now let's take it and kick it. Okay, that's about it. Wonderful. So what's our periapsis? 5 million, that's a lot. Let's leave Minmus sphere of influence and then we'll be fixing our periapsis actually. Our Kerbal periapsis. Buy Minmus and thank for the mint. Wonderful. Now, with the Minmus coming back, we are almost out of its sphere of influence. Let's just cross that one and perfect. So now what I want to do is I want to pull into retrograde and burn until I get my periapsis at Kerbal down to 24,000 or 24 kilometers. A little bit more and 33, that might be doable. Oh, we have 7 meters per second remaining in the tank. Oh, I always knew it would be close call. I just didn't know it would be that close call. That's basically running home on fumes. If we spent literally, you know, 1 fart more, I mean, we would probably need to push the craft back home. But I'm confident that would, yeah, as you can see, 26, it's just perfect. Should I be decoupling this guy? I don't know yet, actually. Let's this time accelerate and come closer to Kerbal, shall we? Oh, and there's Moon. Now we're hitting the atmosphere, so let's now jettison this, the rest of the lander. Oh, look at that. Bright and shiny. Thank you. Oops. Minor bump there. Not that we care, we are just burning down to, well, that's what the ablator is for. Two almost cooked Kerbals coming down. I always love re-entries. Alright, coming down ever so slightly. "20 kilometers up. Nine, 8. Soon enough we will be popping the, yeah, we pop the chutes. Perfect. And we're almost there. There you go. See, guys? Easy does it. Now, once we land, we will be recovering the vessel, and you guys already know the drill. So, as always, let me know what you think about the episode. Like if you like it, hit subscribe, share it, let others know that this is a playthrough worth watching, hopefully. And yeah, let's just go down, recover, and see how much science we got. Splashdown. 758. Wow, that's a lot of science. Well guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up for this episode. As always, like if you like, hit subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. This is GrunfWorks signing off.